Robbers on the run. A police pursuit crosses state lines, and only Skyforce 10 is above the action to capture it all on camera.
Plus, signs of the times. With Election Day drawing closer, controversy is sweeping across one local community. Why people are at odds over the claims being made by certain political signs.
And a message for the thief. The owners of a popular pumpkin patch in our area have something to say after being victimized for a second straight year. Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It is Friday, October 18th, 2024. Thanks so much for being here with us. I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman.
And I'm NBC 10's Brenna White. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today, starting with exclusive video. Take a look. 2 armed robbery suspects lead police on a chase from Philadelphia to Camden. Only Skyforce 10 captured last night's pursuit and the arrests that followed. Look, you can see him running here. NBC 10's Siobhan McGurl walks us through exactly what happened.
Philadelphia police say they were chasing the car after an armed robbery. Officers here in Philly started the chase, but police across the river in Camden, they're the ones who made the arrests. Here's how this all played out. It was around 7 o'clock last night when our chopper spotted the chase on I-76 in Philadelphia. You can see in the video the black Prius swerving in and out of the lanes as police followed behind. Officers pulled off the chase once the car went over the Walt Whitman Bridge, crossing into Jersey. But our chopper kept following, recording from above as 2 people in the car got out at Tennessee and Merrimack Roads in Camden, ran down the street and hid under a nearby RV. Police in Camden arrived there shortly after and took both people into custody. We don't know if those people are facing charges this morning. Again, just that they were initially wanted in connection to an armed robbery. We will continue to follow the story and keep you up to date. For NBC 10 News, I'm Siobhan McGurl.
Tens of thousands of parents in Philadelphia can breathe a little easier about their kids' school lunch.
Yeah, the school district of Philadelphia now says it was not affected by a listeria outbreak that sparked a nationwide meat and poultry recall. Chicken served by more than 200 Philly schools was produced in the same plant as the contaminated food. However, in a new letter, the district says tests on the food came back negative. Good news there.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's take you to Bucks County now, where political signs are the talk of one town.
The signs have been placed all around Bristol Borough, and residents we spoke to say it's not the candidate's name they have an issue with, but the town's name itself. NBC 10's Deanna Durante has the story from Bristol.
I just want to clear the air for anyone that has any questions regarding the political signs placed throughout town.
After phone calls, emails, and social media posts, the Bristol Council president began the monthly meeting talking about these signs, saying he wanted to make it clear while they display the name Bristol, the council isn't responsible for them and cannot police them.
They were not purchased or installed by this borough council.
But they were paid for by a group of Bristol residents.
I drive a lot throughout the county and throughout the state, and I see Pennsylvania is Trump country. I see Bucks County for Trump. So I don't think anything of that. We're a group of people who are Bristolians, and we're for Harris. That's really what it comes down to. I never even thought of anything like that. We're not speaking for the town as a whole. We're speaking for us.
Folks across town are denouncing the idea that Bristol is for any one candidate. On Facebook, folks have expressed outrage, some even taking the complaints to the borough council after the president's comments.
Considering the current political climate, these signs were just a really, really bad idea, I think. National politics is poison right now, and it's something that we have to avoid at all costs on a local level. And I know that on a local level, the parties work together for the betterment of people.
Around town today, many we spoke to are familiar with the sign dust up.
We live in America, it's a free country.
So it doesn't bother you if they use the town name in the sign?
No, doesn't bother me.
I'm a Trump supporter, so I just ignore them.
And some are poking fun at the signs, urging support for other libations.
I'm kind of over it. I'm just kind of over all that stuff, so.
Deanna Durante, NBC 10 News.
To Delaware now, where a pumpkin display was tricked while trying to give a local charity a treat.
Crispell's Pumpkin Patch is a yearly treat for people in Dover. The large collection of hand-carved pumpkins even brings out the generous side in a lot of folks. The woman behind the carvings has donation boxes out front for money that goes toward the Food Bank of Delaware. But now, for the second year in a row, somebody's stolen one of those boxes.
just be aware that you aren't hurting me or my family, you're hurting the community when you do it. It's, again, people need to eat, and the food bank's helping them, and they took away money from them.
The patch owners have even put up a sign for the thief asking just to let them know how much money they stole so they can pay the food bank out of their own pockets. It's a shame there. All right, let's talk football. The Birds are headed up the New Jersey Turnpike for a battle against a bitter rival on Sunday.
And it looks like they could be missing some key starters against the Giants. Among them, cornerback Darius Slay. Slay didn't practice yesterday, and he was a limited participant the day before. O-lineman Jordan Mailata is out for the game, and Dallas Goedert also appears to be a no-go. Defensive tackle Jalen Carter popped up on the injury report, too, of course, with a shoulder issue.
Saquon Barkley will be going up against some familiar faces on Sunday. Barkley played 6 seasons for the Giants. A.J. Brown knows all about going up against his former team. He went off on the Titans 2 years ago, and he believes Saquon could have a big day against his old team.
I think he's handling it the best way he can. You know, of course, I think the beast will probably be let out on Sunday, but he's doing a great job keeping it one day at a time, and he's just doing what he regularly does. And I just coming to work, doing the little things, and so I think you just break it down to making the most of each and every opportunity, and just focus on the little details, your keys, and you know, try not to make the big play, just make the routine play. You know, and everything else will take over itself. You know, he's a great athlete. I'm sure he's gonna make plays.
We got special coverage all day long as your official Eagles station. 9:30 Sunday morning, it's Eagles game to kick up. We're going to hear from Saquon Barkley ahead of his return to MetLife Stadium. And then you can watch Eagles game day final for post-game interviews with Coach Sirianni and the team.
Go Birds.
Wait. Yep. If you are using a standing desk, you may want to sit down for this one.
A new study says those desks might not have the health benefits most people are hoping for. Scientists at University of Sydney in Australia found standing more does not do much to offset an otherwise sedentary lifestyle. Plus, standing for long periods of time can actually increase the chance of circulatory issues like varicose veins and blood clots. They said your best bet is to take a break from working, fit in a walk, or some other kind of exercise. That's good.
All right. So
I like a walk.
Stand up for a little bit of time.
Right.
Like just stand up for an hour and then go back to sitting.
I like to take a walk to the coffee pot and back.
And back.
And that's probably not good for my, health either.
I don't think, do you think people are really standing up for like 7 or 8 hours?
There's a few people that
stand up
in
all
our
day
newsroom
long?
that stand a lot.
Huh.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it either. I could pop up and down, but that's about it.
Right, for sure. That does it for today's edition of The Lineup.
For Brenna White, I'm Erin Coleman. Remember, you can get news updates right here on the free NBC 10 app. And be sure to catch us weekday mornings from 4 to 7 a.m. It's Friday. Have a great one.
Go Birds.